Hey guys, I'm Bear. I make custom skateboards, and this weekend had the pleasure of having my buddy Ryan down here to chat, live life, make a custom skateboard, and now we're gonna show you how it's done.
One thing that blew me away about working with Bear on creating this custom board was how immersive it was and how he really allowed me to kind of come into his world to, co-create together.
Well, this was definitely special for me too, man, because usually when I'm talking with a client, it's over email or phone, and I show them the process, but I actually sit with you and actually talk about the design in real time as I'm moving things around, and then you actually see it start to take shape on the machine, and then us discuss the paint scheme we were going into it.
And then you're getting to see this whole creative process take place, and you don't feel like an outsider. I didn't feel like I was an outsider, but I was more a part of the process, and I really dug that a lot, man. And being able to see it take shape, and even seeing how things changed, that was really cool because the initial concept we had was much different than what ended up kind of coming out towards the end. Your attention to detail blows me away, man. It was every little process, even from, after the board was completely cut and stuff, you were still going in and catching all these little edges, and you were just taking your time, and it was just really, and not only was it really inspiring to see, but I knew that I was getting what it was worth. This experience of a custom board is much different than just buying a skateboard or even having something else designed. To see this thing come to life was an experience of its own.
That's the fun part about a custom in general is with a with a stock board or a limited edition, it's kind of set in stone. I made one, I'm on step and repeat. With a custom, I've talked with the client or the customer, gotten a feel for what they wanted it, but then based on that conversation, as it's being built, it can kind of evolve with what actually looks right for that board. Because sometimes the board will cut out and the layer that it was carved into just has crazy grain, and that's a situation where I would have been let's change from full color to more of a wood tone so we can accent this beautiful wood that's underneath. And then we cut out yours and the shapes looked so crisp, and the theme just didn't seem to fit with that wood tone anymore, and so we went with that high color and the galaxy swirl and a bunch of painted elements instead of having it be that earthy feel. I obviously build boards for hopefully everyone to enjoy, but the thing that really I take pride in is that 5 or 10% who's gonna see that extra little effort and detail that went into it, because like we were talking about when I was filing out those lines, most people wouldn't notice that little bit of scruff inside, the background layer around the third eye, but it's for those people who are gonna be admiring the board and looking for the craftsmanship. But then one of the more exciting parts too is just when it all comes together, because we've had this. It's been a fucking journey, we were talking about, man. You have the initial, even just the initial want of getting a custom board and thinking of what it could possibly be, and then that initial conversation where we discuss possible design ideas, and it becomes more concrete when I actually finish the design and cut out the board, and then it's more in an evolutionary stage again where you're trying to decide on paint scheme and how much I want to sand it, and if it wants to be a rustic looking board or a very clean board. But then when you get to put together the final pieces and actually have the skateboard as its final fucking evolution, where it's got trucks and wheels and it's signed and ready to go out, and it's a cool little end cap to the whole process where it's we just created this collaborative thing together, and now it's going to its new home.
I really can't recommend doing this enough. As a business owner, whether it's just gonna be art on your wall in your office, or a conversation piece, or a marketing tool, or something to actually ride.
All right, guys, this is not an exclusive thing. We don't just do this with big companies and mostly cool people, but I can make you a custom board too. If you do want to get a custom board of your own, check out the details below. Send me an email. I'm happy to respond, have a conversation with you, go through the design process. We'll make it happen.